Once again, it's the Almighty Self, the great sorcerer. And you know how I do. I got friends on the other side. You know what it is. Yeah, the black magician in the house. If you didn't grow up with your mother or father, you know what I mean, get over it. Real talk. It's time to get over that shit. You know what I mean? Let that shit go. And recognize that Almighty Self is your true father, your true mother. Recognize that Mother Nature is your true mother. Recognize that Father Nature is your true father. Recognize that your greater conscious is your parents. You see, recognize that it's your energy that's your parents. You dig? Understand who you are. You have to change. We all have to change the way we think. You know, when we change the way we think, we change our reality. You understand me? We all live in different worlds because there are different opinions in the way that we think. You see, just think if at funeral time it was a time of celebration. Just think if we celebrated the life of our loved ones instead of crying and, you know, being all sad and depressed and stressed out. You know what I mean? Just think we could change that. You know, the funeral can become something of joy. We have to change the way we think. You know, I think it got a lot to do with the Christian preachers too, performing at the funerals and shit. You know, we should stop that shit. Stop letting the Christian preachers perform at the funerals. A lot of people are not even Christians, you dig, but they still got people performing at their funeral. You know what I mean? They wasn't Christian like no part of their life, but they got a Christian preacher performing at their funeral. That's bullshit. We got to cut that shit off. It's time to change and grow. Stop letting them come and perform at our weddings and shit. Cut that shit out. You know you ain't nowhere near Christian like, don't want to be Christian like, but got a Christian preacher at your goddamn wedding. Fuck that dumb shit. Let's cut that shit off. You understand? We got to recognize our power, and we can all change. It's time to change. It's time for us to grow. We can all change together. I can change. You can change. We all can grow and change together. You understand me? We got to recognize. It's time to recognize that the power is the great one that lives in us. The Almighty Self lives in us. You see? And the great thing about the power that lives in us is us. And this is what we got to understand. This is what we got to grow to know. You feel me? The power of Almighty Self, the power of Self is the one that makes things happen. It's the one that makes things a fact. You dig? It's us, the power of Self, that creates by us doing and not doing. You know, the power of Self is the one that makes beliefs become true. You dig? The psychologists calls this effect the fulfilling power of prophecy, or a self-fulfilling prophecy, or a fantasy made real by you. You dig? Our power that lives in us, the power of the mind, the power of the body, the power of the soul, is so strong that it can cause change to you. It can cause change to others. It can cause change to this world. You see, you just got to know your power. If you truly believe in your powers, you will understand that you are the one who really controls everything on the outside. Not you who you looking at in the mirror every day. That's a small fraction of you. That's just another extension of your thoughts. You see, you got to understand who you really are. You feel me? Yes, you are that person that you see in the mirror, but you are much more. You did understand your power. Once you understand and believe and really know your power is real without a doubt, say like you know your power is really helping you or healing you. Then guess what? Your body itself and the energy that lives all around you will act accordingly. You see, you got to know your power. It's not enough just to believe in magic or to believe in spirits. You dig? You got to understand that it is self that gives the power to the magic to operate. It is self that gives the power to the spirits to operate and work. You dig? I talk to magical beings, magical spirits. You dig? Every day, all day. Why? Because I want to. It's my choice. I understand the power of choice. I decide this is real. This is my power, the power of self. So I say, so it is. You dig? I understand. But I also understand that you don't have to follow my way to find your truth. You feel me? I understand that. And I also understand that my truth can also be your truth. You dig what I'm saying? It's up to you to decide. You dig? It's all on you. You dig? What would you decide? What's real? You dig? And what's false to you? It's on you to know this. You dig? You got to understand. You are the one that you see in the mirror, but you are greater than what you see in the mirror at the same time. You got to understand these things. Everything and anything that is or that isn't is in your mind. And then at the same time, you are the mind. See, you got to understand this shit. You feel me? I'm gonna say it again. Everything and anything that is or that isn't lives in your mind. And at the same time, you are the mind. You got to understand the power of self. If you were able to look inside the darkness and see yourself at the end of it, or see yourself inside of it, and then turn around and look at the light and see yourself at the end of it, or see yourself within it, then you understand that it's all power of self. Fuck the dark versus the light, all that dumb shit. It's all your power. You got to understand yourself. Once you understand that it is you, once you understand that all you see is you from every direction, then you understand that only thing that exists is you and your manifestations. You got to understand your power. And if you went to rituals and spells, you got to understand that it is your power. Same old thing. The ritual and spell is just a tool to help you activate that power that lives inside of you. You got to understand that shit. It is your power that gives this shit the power. You feel me? Real talk. And then if you into this shit like spells and rituals, right? Then just don't wait till something bad to happen. You know, wait for something bad to happen, then you want to pull out a spell. Help me, I need a spell. No, do this shit daily. Perform spells and rituals daily if that's what you're into. Wake up in the morning, perform a ritual. Wake up in the morning, perform spells. All through the day, I perform spells and magic. You feel me? You have to be like this. You have to do this if you call yourself a spiritual or magical being. You dig? It should become natural. You feel me? Create and shape your world. Create and shape a new world. It's all self-power. You dig? The more you do it, the better you become at it. You become stronger. You dig? You got to understand your power. You dig? And understand that spells and rituals are only tools to help you manifest. Rituals and spells only help you create reality. You dig? You got to understand what's going on. Understand the power that lives in you. Understand what's really good. You dig? What's really hot is you. See yourself. It's you. It's your power. You dig? And at the same time, this is why you got to protect yourself mentally, spiritually, and magically. You have to use the power of imagination to create a force field around you, or many shields around you. Protect yourself. You dig? It's all in the mind. Use it. Protect yourself. You dig? Because you never know who's sending energy at you. And the energy that may be coming your way, you might not even like that shit. You feel me? So, you know, you got to block yourself. A lot of people send energy your way and they don't even realize they do it, because the power of thought, imagination, action, you dig, and energy combined can make things happen. You have to understand your power. Sometimes when people try to cast spells on people, you dig, it don't work because, well, it don't work sometimes because they either didn't put enough energy in the spell, you dig what I'm saying, or the person that they're trying to catch a spell on is protected by magic, or is protected by spells and spirits and shit. You got to understand, you ain't the only one that can work this shit. You dig what I'm saying? But at the same time, you don't give up. If it's a battle, let it be. You keep working your magic daily. You dig what I'm saying? If you don't succeed the first time, you keep going, just like anything else. You know what I mean? It's all your power. You got to understand your power. You dig? Magic can be used for anything. It can be used to create love. It can be used to fight against your enemies. It can be used for healing. You know what I mean? It's all self-power. Your magic is only a reflection of you. It's a reflection of yourself. You have to understand your power, and you know, no matter what, have confidence in yourself. Don't let nobody take away your confidence. The women and man that's filled with confidence will always achieve. They will always excel and grow. The person that's insecure and unsure of themselves will always stay stuck in the same spot. that usually miss out. You feel me? Use that confidence. Create confidence if you don't have it. You need that confidence. You have to know your power. You dig? Understand who you are. And I'm going to end this shit by saying, black magic, black magic, black magic, almighty self, we are.